but they saying Lady LeBron. She a beast, just check her how she perform.
Okay, you guys, so I started my vlogging journey on yesterday, and I have decided to give myself a mini facial. Now, I don't really have everything that I need, so I really just went around the house and found some things to do my own mini facial. You know, that's another one of my things that I want to change on this journey. You know, I've already started the better eating habits. I should be in bed because I asked my husband to wake me up early in the morning to get on my treadmill that I've had for years. But I want to get my face on track. For you all who has been constantly asking me about this scar in my face, I feel like my scar would probably look better or be better if I took better care of my skin. So I'm gonna start putting some extra time into my skin. I'm actually wearing some press-ons that I made. I'm wearing press-ons that I made, and this one snapped in half. It did not pop all the way off. It snapped in half, and I went ahead and took the whole motherfucking nail off because it was irritating. But a lot of people ask me what happened, how did I get this scar in my face, and I really don't talk about it a lot because I'm so ashamed of how I got it. And now that I'm older, I know better. So don't look at the top of the Cetaphil bottle, you guys. My kids tend to mess with my things, but I'm gonna do a light cleanse with this first. This is a fucking lotion. Okay, we're gonna have to pause. Let me go and find it. Let me go and find the actual wash. Okay, now I'm ready. I found my Cetaphil. Don't look at the top. I don't even know where the fuck the top is. Like I said, I have children and they don't want me to be great sometimes, you know, but it's okay. I'm gonna go to the store and buy me some more shit because this is a journey where I am changing myself in my life for better, and that is going to be, you know, something else for me to do. But back to the scar. I got this scar when I was about 19 years old. I was stabbed in the face with a steak knife. I was fighting a girl. Everyone asks me that. Was it a guy that did it or was it a girl that did it? I was fighting a girl over a guy. I hate saying that. It's so embarrassing. It is so stupid because I'm older now and I just know better. You know, I know better now. But it was actually my two children before Elijah's dad. Like I said, we both were 19 at the time. That's when I was living in some very rough projects based on income housing in South Memphis. And yeah. So I was with their father, and I was living in some projects in South Memphis, and I did not want to stay there anymore. I had dealt with so much shit there. I had, you know, experienced the death of my son. I had experienced, you know, armed robbery with a gun being put to my 2-year-old son's head at the time. Audrey, one of my twins, he was 2 years old. I was drugged down the hallway, you know. It was, but that story is for another day. But yeah, I left and I went to some projects in Mississippi. And, you know, I thought he wanted more. I thought he wanted better. And so, you know, I was trying to get him to come with me during the move because, like I said, we were together. I think I had just had Jeremiah at the time. And, so, you know, when I first left, he initially came the first time when I first left. But he was always finding a reason to have to go back to that apartment complex. And at the time, he was like the neighborhood's barber. And so he was telling me that he was going over to cut hair, you know, to make money because that's how he was getting his bread at the moment. So me, I believed him. Okay, you guys, I think I want to do the mud mask next. This is a detoxifying charcoal and black sugar mud mask. But yeah, so does this get hard? Works magic to moisturize. I'm glad I do kind of got that little retarded finger now because it can help me put this mask on. So he was constantly making excuses to have to go back to the apartment. And I believed him. I was dropping him off, you know, picking him up. He didn't have a car at the moment. Like I said, just stupid. But this one particular day, he did not come home. You know, he usually came home around a certain time where he'll be ready to come, you know, done cutting hair or whatever around a certain time. And it had started to get late. And he still hadn't came home. So I decided to just, you know, leave and pull up to see exactly what was going on. I probably should have took my nose ring off. But I decided to go and see exactly what was going on, why he hadn't came home. So I remember dropping him off to this particular apartment. You know, he was telling me that that was his partner's apartment. And that his friend, homeboy, whatever you want to call it. And he was saying that his friend was letting him cut hair there, you know, out of his apartment. So I went to the apartment, I knocked on the door, no one came to the door. I was constantly knocking on the door, no one came to the door. And I turned the doorknob and I noticed that the door was open. So I walk on into the apartment, you know, because I'm looking for him. But yeah, I walk into the apartment to see what's taking him so long. You know, where is he? And when I walk in, I see him and a young lady, you know, hugged up on the couch. And I just lost it. And at that time, I was so young and naive and just retarded and just fucking stupid. I attacked the girl. When I say attacked, I didn't just jump on her or nothing like that. But I was arguing with her instead of, you know, having my issue with him. But yeah, so I went for the girl instead of going for him. Long story short, me and the girl ends up fighting. Now, did I beat her motherfucking ass? Yes, I did. I beat her motherfucking ass. Why else would someone go and grab a whole knife if you just tore my ass up? You're not gonna just beat my ass and then go and grab a knife, right? So I beat her ass and I'm leaving and I'm like, you know, he's walking up behind me and I'm like, no, you're not going with me. You stay your ass here, go on back in there and get your ass back on your couch and get booed up like you were before I got here. He's like, no, I'm going. So as I'm arguing back and forth with him, as I'm walking to the car, she's coming back towards me. But as she, like, I'm thinking the fight is over. Like, okay, I done beat your ass, bitch. I'm finna go. I'm out. So I'm going to my car to head back to Mississippi. So as I'm heading to my car, she just comes out of nowhere from the other side of a building and walking towards me. Now, when she's walking towards me, I did not notice that she had the knife in her hand. You know, so I'm like, no. He got in the way, like, no, don't fight her. Just go and go. Let's just go and go. And I'm like, no, tell the bitch to come on. You know, I'm still just... Okay, you guys. So, it's kind of hard for me to talk. But the reason why my face is already dry is because I had to stop and update my phone. In the middle of me mid-recording, it stopped recording, saying that my storage was too full and yada yada yada. It's updated now, and it's actually been like 30 minutes since I was just talking. But yeah, I'm dry now, and I have to kind of figure out where the fuck I was with the story. And I realized I didn't even have my light on. So, okay, anyway, back to the story, people. So, I really don't even remember where I was. I think the last thing I said was she came. Oh my gosh, thank you, honey. My husband just brought me something to drink. It's kind of hard to drink with my mouth. Not able to really move, but yeah, okay. The girl came from behind a building, walking towards me with a steak knife, but I didn't see the steak knife. And so when she walks up on me, I'm like, okay, yeah, come on. I'm like, no. He's like, no, don't fight her. I'm like, no, let her through. So we get to fighting again, and she cuts me. Now, when she cut me, I think I'm going to have to rinse and not use this. Give me a brief moment to rinse, people. Okay, so this is actually taking longer than I thought it was going to take. I have just decided to go ahead and just wipe the rest of it off. Also, you guys can kind of zoom in on my scar. This is my first time ever just going public. With my scar, with lighting, and just letting you guys really get a close-up on it. Wait till I get this off. I'm gonna let you guys get a close-up. But yeah, I keep losing space for the story. So, we started fighting again, and she slashes me across the face. She actually hits me in more than just one spot. She sliced me across the face. She hit my neck here. Because I know you guys have been seeing this scar on my visuals. She hit me on the neck here, and she actually hit my nose. Like the tip of my nose. I don't know if you guys can really just see the nose, but yeah. If I got everything on. It's a really good visual of my scar. But when she cut me, I didn't even notice that she had cut me. I was just still fighting. And he was telling me, calm down, you know, stop fighting. He was like, stop fighting, you're bleeding. I didn't even know I was bleeding. So when I finally stopped, it was so much adrenaline rushing. When I finally stopped, I just felt a warm gush. It felt like warm water, like I was in a shower. It just felt like warm water just running down my face. So I always remember when my dad told me, if I'm ever in a situation to never panic. So I tried to remain calm, and you know, I just walked away and just got in my car and I was ready to drive myself to the hospital. So he hops in the car and he's like, no, I'm going to drive you to the hospital. I'm going to drive you to the hospital. At this time, I'm just not even on that right now. I'm just so, on getting to the hospital. So I climb in the back seat. He's driving. At the time, I had a Ford Taurus. It was like a 95. I don't know. I can't even remember here. But anyway, I'm in the back seat. He's driving. And I started to panic. Now, what made me panic was, hold on, guys, I need some cotton. Can't get some cotton. So what made me panic was, let me do some witch hazel. What made me panic was, as I was sitting in the back seat and he was driving, the blood started shooting from the back seat onto the windshield from here. So when the blood was shooting out on the windshield, I thought maybe she had hit an artery. And all I could think about at that moment was, am I really finna die like this? Like, because at the time, I had 3 children. I had the twins and I had Jeremiah. And I asked myself, was I going to do the suction part after this? I think I'm going to be doing the suction part after this. Okay, I would do it. But anyway, yeah, I asked myself, am I really finna go like this? Like, is this really it for me? It just really took me into deep thought, and all I could think about was my kids. Here I am about to die in a fucking car in the projects over a man. What the fuck was I thinking? Like, every time I think about it, that's why I hate telling this story, because it's so embarrassing. It is so embarrassing. And I just, it's one of those days where I really just hate that I cannot relive and do things so different now. But anyway, we make it to the hospital. I just walk in. The people just see blood all over me. So everyone just starts rushing to me because they don't know what the fuck is going on. All they know is I'm just bloody and they just see blood coming from my face, right? So they rush me straight to the back. Like, without filling out any paperwork or anything, they just take me straight to the back. All I can remember was saying was, is this scar going to go away? Like, I was worried about dying, and then when I realized I wasn't going to die, I was worried about my face. Was this scar going to go away? And, they stitched me up. I wound up going home like the next day, but I remember feeling like a zombie. Because they had, when the stitches had started coming out, they were popping out of my face, and I looked like a zombie to myself, and I wouldn't come out for a very long time. Like, I would not go outside. I wouldn't go anywhere. I was always worried about my children being teased in school because of how my face was. So when they were having like cookies with Santa or pictures with Santa or Easter egg hunt, like all type of different stuff, because at the time my children were in grade school. So when they were having all this different stuff, I really didn't want to participate because I was so worried about my children being teased because of their mom's face, And it was like, now, I asked the twins, do they remember how I looked before I got this scar? Because I felt like they were still able to remember, because they were only like, right now I'm 31, so this is like, that was like 12 years ago. Okay, there we go, 12 years ago. And they said no, they don't remember what I look like without my face being like this. My daughter even told me that if I didn't have this scar, I probably wouldn't look right to her. So my mom came to me and was trying to tell me, hey, well, let me take you to Macy's and get you some makeup. Maybe we can get somebody to play with your face and, do your makeup. And so that it helped, but it also handicapped me, because then I wouldn't do anything without the makeup. Like, I wouldn't go to the mailbox without the makeup. I had to have the makeup. I just got to a point where like these last 5 or 6 years, to where I wasn't afraid to come out or go out without the makeup. So at times it still bothers me, you know, but at times I just kind of look at it as a warrior wound. I do feel like it makes me look older. Also, I suffer from nerve damage in my face. A lot of times you'll notice that this eye is lazier than that eye. Like, I may have a big eye syndrome thing going on, but it's because the cut caused me to have nerve damage, to where I can't keep this eye open as wide as this eye. Sometimes I can put eye drops in that'll help it retract open, and it'll look okay for a little while, but it's still not a fix. Like, it just started staying clear because for the first 3 years, this eye would not stay clear. It was always red or pinkish. It was never white. It was never clear. So now it's to a point where it's not red anymore. It used to be red and lazy, and I bought eye drops faithfully, because once I put the eye drops in, it'll clear up and it'll open up a little bit more. And my lips are dry as fuck. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I had to get a little moisture. You know, it's a lot of light on me right now, and I don't want to be looking like, you know, a little Dave Chappelle on here. So yeah, that's how I got this scar on my face. At first I used to try to wear the silicone, I believe, the scar away silicone, because when I first got it, they gave me some Mederma, and I was using that, and then I stopped. I don't know why. I just felt like it wasn't working, and it was no use in me even wearing it. Yeah, so I tried the silicone. I believe it was working, because I remember it being very, very itchy. Very itchy. To a point where sometimes I had to take it off. Like, I was trying to make myself sleep in it. And so if you guys have some ideas or some remedies I could probably try on my scar, because if you notice, it's like slightly lifted. A lot of times when I smile, I don't like cheese because of my teeth, but if I smile, it kind of like goes in the crease of my face. So it's kind of, you know, sometimes it's not noticeable if I have on makeup and I just smile a lot. But yeah, if you have some remedies out there or some products I can try, I would like to do that. Also, I do plan on getting a chemical peel. I really want a chemical peel. That's something else that I'm gonna start doing, getting chemical peels. They're a little pricey. So right now, like I said, we're getting ready to move to Atlanta. So because we're getting ready for this big move, I don't want to, you know, spend anything that I don't have to spend right now. So hopefully, you know, if I start getting some, if I can pinch or squeeze some money here and there, you know, for a chemical peel, I would do that. But in the meantime, we're going to be having like late night facials a lot, so we will get to play with the suction thing. But yeah, I'm not gonna make this vlog long, or this video long tonight, because like I said, it's already going on, what, 3 in the morning now? It is 3:28. So that's how I got this scar on my face, and I had to live with that every day. But yeah, we're gonna try some remedies. If you guys would please comment, you know, some remedies or things I can try. I would love to hear you guys' ideas or suggestions. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you're new to this channel. And until next time, people, cheers. Cheers so loud.
It's Lady B, but they saying Ladyblinggg. She a beast, just check out how she performs.